What does it mean to be at a university that allows you to be open with your faith?
It's really important for me to be open with my faith. California Baptist is a place that I always considered because of that.
Lemon turns the spin cycle on and gets the bounce. Lemon gives it a go and swish!
It's obviously the biggest part of my identity, and so being able to express that on the court, but just playing the best I can with what God has given me.
I love the aggression, straight to the rim. She sees a little opening and takes advantage.
I definitely rely on my faith a lot when things don't go my way or have a tough practice or have a bad week. Just keeping my spirits high and being able to also confide in my teammates and my coaches and having that relationship to be open about my faith has really helped to grow.
Out to Legaspi, and the high archer is good.
Being surrounded by the Christian atmosphere molded me into using my faith on the court. I'm so thankful for that and really life-changing, honestly, especially during the college years.